I used to kind of feel like a certain way about transgender people because I went through this period of like sort of like dipping into right wing politics and stuff like that. And I have really conservative views about sexuality and gender roles and all that stuff. And I'm not I'm not attacking Republican people or right leaning people because I think there's a lot of good stuff on both sides, on all sides, you know. Um, but extremes are always a problem, right? Um, but then I started having this spiritual awakening, and I realized that to limit the gender of God as either male or female is really limiting to God. You know, and we refer to God as He predominantly, but there are elements of everything, including light, dark, male, female, good, bad, good, evil. But I think good and evil are actually more human concepts. These are things that we need as contrast to sort of evolve spiritually to a point where we can all be one with God. Okay. Um, so this is big kid pants. Okay, this is beyond your didactic Bible. So you're looking at your Bible, but then you're looking beyond it, right? And in the beginning, God says that He made us in His image, right? So His image is both male and female, you know. And it began to occur to me as I'm having this spiritual awakening. I began to get drawn naturally to transgender people, and not in a sexual manner because predominantly I it's just not my proclivity sexually, right? But um, it did it opened me up to transgender people and speaking to them and and coming to the understanding that it's a unique perspective in life. It's a unique feeling too, you know, and it's not an easy choice for most people. You know, I think that it's a little too easy to go through the process now, and we really need to explore um, those permanent changes that we make to ourselves before we jump right in, right? But my point is that I began to truly see that divinity expressed in transgenderism, you know. And so, also, the other thing is the expression of sexuality through lesbians and bisexuals and gay people, right? And it's just like, I don't think that this is as much of an issue as we would think it is because, biologically speaking, God makes us perfect. He makes us so that we can adhere to what we are here to do. You know, we're here to procreate, right? We're here to work. We're here to freaking learn. We're here to enjoy with the sun. We're here to contemplate. Our minds are amazing. Our minds are the beginning and the back door to spirituality, you know, because you can literally contemplate your way to a closer relationship with God. You can open up certain parts of your mind that will give you access points to that. If you take drugs, it sort of takes that top off and you can get that way. If you meditate, you can get that way. If you go to church, let's say that's a whole nother level. If you go to church and you get fervent and emotional and you have an actual emotional reaction, that's how you connect with God. And all that filters through the mind. Okay. Um, so so we're physically made to have this connection to sort of express ourselves in the highest version of our humanity. Yeah. Okay. And so, you know, we have to, like, you know, women have G spots and men have that prostate gland, and men ejaculate from the prostate gland, and women have orgasms through the G spot. You know, and it's just like these are not physical attributes that necessarily are conducive to what we consider heteronormative sex, right? Because I mean, if you're having like straight to the book sex, like biblical freaking sex, quote unquote, whatever that is, you know, I don't think there's a chapter in that in Leviticus. Some, maybe a little bit, okay. But I mean, then these points are inaccessible to us, you know. But anyway, but these are made because at some point I think that we were intended to, or at least not forbidden to utilize these physical attributes of ourselves for bonding and connecting. Okay, and also we are more than flesh, and a lot of our journey here in humanity, as human beings, as incarnations of God Himself, as the divine breath that is in us, that is younger than the actual Creator, and in a learning curve towards the Creator, towards the highest version of the Creator, is that we explore all avenues of our existence, you know, and that is also in healing as well, you know. And I know that God gives us differences. We're not all homogenous. We're not all one religion. We're not all one type. We're not all one sex. We're not all one mentality. We're not all that, because in that way, we learn tolerance, we learn love, we learn acceptance, we learn to appreciate differences. Otherwise, we'd all still be in the garden. Yep, perfect human beings with nothingness. Yeah, and it's just like So yeah, so I mean, I think homosexuality is for us to learn and grow as well. It's a healing journey. I think it's a different um, sort of relationship, and I think it serves us as a challenging point, to accept our trueness, and then for persons outside of ourselves to learn to make peace with us. And it's like, that's a lot of contention. I think a lot of people like think of the creators being, like sugar and spice and like cotton candy, but this is reality. This is the world, that we are a reflection of growth. We're a reflection of a path. um Literally, we're the creative work of God. And He loves us. He does love us. God does love us. I mean, to me, predominantly, God is male, but I definitely have had female aspects of that energy. I've experienced these things, and I happen to think that Jesus Christ was a manifestation of that feminine energy. And when we think about like the justice aspect of it, the righteousness aspect of it, things that are not so mitigated by the ideas of compassion, then I think more of the masculine aspect of God. Think Old Testament. Old Testament is the New Testament. But yeah. So I just wanted to say that because it's been on my mind, and it was something that I struggled with before spiritual awakening, but then sort of like the full acceptance of God made me realize that I was having a dialogue with the divine, and the divine accepted me as I was. So all right, that's it.